Let's get ready to remake! I am Mike McGee from YouTube's Mike McGee TV. Rosebud. And the Three Geeks podcast and I officially welcome you to the ultimate movie nerd and fan competition.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Prepare for the remake revolution.
Here we go.
Teams battle it out for geeky dominance as their movie reboot and remake ideas face judgment. Each team's idea lives and dies by 4 specific categories. They are story pitch,
I'll be back.
writers and directors,
I am Iron Man.
casting,
I am your father.
and marketing.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
When all is said and done,
One shall stand, one shall fall.
There can be only one.
and the world shall know whose remake is truly revolutionary. The remake revolution begins now.
Woohoo! Remake Revolution! As you guys found out in the last game, I lost. Pitching Gone with the way to go. Trying to pitch something simpler without a lot of violence in the Star Wars universe isn't going to win any fan competitions. But Justin is not here today. He's off doing an interview. I'm actually broadcasting one show while hosting another show, and I figured this would be easier than, doing actually talking to people over the internet. Everybody else does more talking here. Dan, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm giving you nothing.
So far, man, this tournament has been amazing. The
Yes.
Cape Fear remakes I thought were really, really strong. The Scene Snobs, when they went up against, and I'm blanking on the name, that game was amazing. And let's bring up the Scene Snobs right now. Let's talk to Mr. Casey, Mr. Jarrod. How you guys doing today?
Hi, everybody. Doing great. How are y'all doing?
Doing fantastic, man. Great job holding down the fort on the Scene Snobs podcast live. You've been doing amazing.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Our fearless leader, Mick, has been off for a little while. So stoked, though, here to represent the Scene Snobs with Jarrod, the one, the only, ONG Dokashi.
How do you feel going into this game? You guys are remaking what's considered to be the greatest film of all time. At least Gone with the Wind is like in top 10, but I don't know if it's top 5 or whatever. But you guys are doing number 1.
The greatest American film of all time.
Yeah. Is it?
No pressure. Right?
Well, I feel no pressure ever. I'm ready to go. I've got a whole character that I just do my schizophrenia kicks in. I'm good.
I mean, we still have Super Mario to continue with from the 1990s, so that's still out there.
Oh, yeah, I want that continuation. At least I did when I was 8. I was so excited that I was getting Peach, and then it's all taken away from me. Or Daisy. Daisy's the one who shows up. All right, guys, I'm going to pull up some Nobodies. We'll be right back with you.
Hello.
Hello.
What have you done?
How are you guys doing?
There we go.
What? What's going on? How's everybody?
Not much. How you guys feel going into this game?
Solid.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's weird. Normally, Dylan and I just kind of show up for something and then just start talking, and sometimes things happen. This one, we actually took a little bit of time and, and did some research and, put together some names that were not Trent Reznor. So, yeah, I'm feeling.
We actually have him as the starring role in this one. He's not doing music.
That's true. Yeah. No.
Maybe it would work.
Possibly
expectations.
Possibly. No, we're feeling pretty good. Feeling really good, actually.
Yeah, you guys have not disappointed. When I first saw Talking Upstream and Twitching Upstream, I'm like, we got to get these guys to play this game. And then John came up with the idea of the Remake Revelation tournament. So this is going to be awesome. I'm going to pull up the Scene Snobs and let's get started because I am super excited to hear these movie pitches. Let me fix the cameras here. There we go. All right, let's start with Some Nobodies. What is your pitch for Citizen Kane, the remake?
So we went into this figuring Citizen Kane we're going to play it kind of straight on this with a few modernizations. So without further ado, here's our story pitch. In his minimalist modern home in 2025, Charles Foster Kane whispers the word Rosebud and dies in the presence of his butler. We see some news companies reacting to the death of a major African-American marketing television mogul, and Jerry Thompson, a journalist, is tasked with finding out what Rosebud meant when he said it. He publishes live updates on the story in a series on one of the century's most influential persons as we dig into his background. Thompson goes around and interviews those who knew Kane. His first target was Kane's ex-wife, who wasn't interested, his second wife. So he decides to dig a little bit more into his background, find some documentaries, some autobiographies, a little bit of information. We learn Kane was born in 1940s rural Pennsylvania on a parcel of land his family inherited after the Civil War. Kane's father was a harsh man, and when things in the home got too rough, he'd go to the horse farm on the land bordering their property. When Kane was a kid, a survey team discovered an oil deposit beneath the family plot, which earned them some money. Kane's mother establishes a trust fund and secures him a guardianship with William Thatcher, a white man, an advertising mogul based out of Philadelphia. Kane is raised by Thatcher and eventually grows up to earn a position at the firm, which he leverages into a successful television station. Thompson goes to the station, which is still active, and interviews Kane's old business manager, Mr. Bernstein. We get a sequence of Kane at a station back in the old days, experiencing prejudice as a person of color in a position of power, compromising on artistic visions, and ultimately using his network to advocate against the Vietnam War. He gains a reputation as an anti-war exec, which draws the attention of President Ford, and after Ford evacuates soldiers from Vietnam, Kane meets his niece, Emily, and the two are quickly wed. Thompson gets contact information for Kane's estranged best friend and famous ex-talk show host Jedediah Leland. We learn how Kane attempted to leverage his connections into a political career, running for Pennsylvania governor. Unfortunately, racial tension stemming from his position and marriage stresses him out. He begins an affair with an aspiring actress named Susan. After the affair goes public, it tanks his political career. Emily leaves him. He ends up marrying Susan. He gives her a starring role at the station, but she's just absolutely god-awful and gets consistently bad reception. After Leland mocked the show one too many times on his recurring segment about how bad the show is, Kane fired him and the two hadn't spoken until Kane's death. After the interview with Leland is published, Thompson's contacted by Susan, who is now ready to give an interview. She says that after the blowback from Kane canceled Leland's talk show, he tried to push her acting career as the major draw of the station, despite her own wishes. And after a suicide attempt, he allows her to quit, sells the television studio in the 1970 stock crash, and retired to his private estate. Susan eventually leaves him, so he trashes the room, lives in isolation with his butler until he later dies. When asked what Rosebud meant to him, Susan effectively shrugs, says that Kane never shared much with anyone, especially her. Thompson decides to wrap the series up at the Kane Manor as it's getting cleaned out by the staff, and tries to get more information from them about Kane's life, but he was notoriously difficult to be around, so they were just the help. Thompson ultimately concludes that Kane's life was influential, and as a public figure, he was important, but life is ultimately about how you treat others, and without real connection, you die alone. We see the staff continue clearing out the home. One of them is carrying a stack of newspapers and throws it in a recycling bin, and as the sheet is sticking out and the camera kind of slowly fades, it details a Pennsylvania racehorse by the name of Rosebud Emperor, but then the lid's shut, credits roll. The end.
See, one of the things I've really dug about this tournament is how much people have come prepared, and that was an amazing story. Dan, do you have any questions?
Nope. I like it.
Awesome. Scene Snobs.
Thank you.
Let's hear how you plan to remake Citizen Kane.
Right away, Jarrod.
Oh, God.
You can't hear me. Hey, I'm back. So, just an FYI, we're bringing this to today. Today is where it's at. Today is where people want to live. So, in a high-rise apartment in New York City, the wealthy Charles Foster Kane is murdered in his living room holding a single rosebud. Kane's death becomes sensational news around the New York City federal precinct as the case lands on Jerry Thompson's desk. Thompson sets out to interview friends and associates of Charles Kane. He interviews his wife, Suzanne Alexander Kane, who's an alcoholic clothing designer who lives on a separate floor of a skyrise apartment. She refuses to cooperate with investigators, and it leads to a string of because of his regular escort. Sorry, I had things going off in my head and somebody peek in. Thompson investigates Kane's financial advisor, and he understands that how he started to run for governor. Through Kane's bank account records, Thompson learns that Kane's rise through real estate as an investor came through money laundering through drug cartels. Hi, dude.
Hi.
You're on air now. Can you give me a minute?
Not fair. Not fair. That's cheating. You can't have kids on the show. That's not fair. You can't have 2 kids in here. Where's my kitten?
Zach, where's your dog? Dog.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Through Kane's bank records, Thompson learns about Kane's rise as a real estate investor was funded through money laundering from drug cartels. While building his laundering empire, Kane also aligned himself with multiple cartels for social and political gain. In his late 20s, his girlfriend, Julia Mendez, tries to skim extra money from the cartels. This lands both of them in hot water, and the cartels ultimately force Kane to shoot Julia, leaving her for dead in an abandoned church. Kane continues to grow his empire, never letting the different sections of his life touch. Kane, now in his mid-30s, marries Emily Ferreira, the daughter of a cartel boss. Desperate to get away from the dangers of cartel life, Kane leaves his wife and her controlling father to use the money that he has saved to go into real estate. This effectively gets him banned from lower United States, which includes New Mexico, where the cartels hold a strong foothold. Thompson gets authorization to interview his ex-wife again in Mexico. Emily Ferreira, still supporting the name Kane, is now the head of the Ferreira cartels and informs Agent Thompson that Kane had left her with a baby boy. That boy is now 10 years old. Emily's only wish is for her to protect her son, thus keeping him away from his father. Because Kane is the father of the boy, Emily is effectively able to call off the bounty on his head from her father, but gets him banned from ever returning to the New Mexico and surrounding areas. Frustrated, Thompson goes back to New York and interviews Susan again. This time, she is more receptive about her husband's passing and details how they got married. Because she was already rich, the power couple just made complete sense. Unfortunately, because of her heavy drinking, she was barren with childbirth. She couldn't bear children, so it brought them to frequent fights and the frequent affairs. When she had last seen her husband, she had walked him down to her apartment where she had passed out. This is also seen on the video cameras as Kane goes back up to his hotel room or apartment room where he is last seen holding his only dead rose.
And
I'm glad I'm not Dan that has to choose between these 2 movies. I am fascinated by both. Dan, do you have any questions?
Yeah, how's it end?
See, there's a secret extra cutscene where you learn that Julia Mendez didn't die in the church, and she's the one who actually killed Kane. You get a cutscene between her killing him and a cutscene with her explaining that even a rose grows in concrete. From the harshest and roughest places, a rose can grow.
Nice. Nice. Also a good poem by Tupac. All right. Scene Snobs. I want to hear
Also, thanks for giving me an ending.
A writer and director. So I wanted this in the feel of Seven, so we went and got David Fincher.
Because who doesn't love that guy? That David Fincher, he's special. He's been hot. So hot, I tell you. We got to get him. After that Zodiac, who doesn't love him? And then for the writer, who we got there, Jarrod? Who'd you think? Because I remember putting down here Aaron Sorkin.
I liked him. I like Aaron Sorkin.
Loved him on that news night show he did there. Sports night. Good stuff. Quickie repartee.
Do you have like a noisemaker or like a clapper or something? Or like a whoopee cushion?
Well, don't need nothing like that. It's just simple here.
Hey, I got
Yeah, what do you got there? What do you got there?
I mean, a good story. Number one, we got a good story, so we left the props at home.
He's the Foley artist down there. You guys get all
nice.
kinds of stuff.
Good combo. They make some good stuff together.
But
I like it. I like it.
Dan, any questions?
Nope. I'm
Are
good.
you upset that Trent Reznor is not writing it?
I am not.
All right. Some Nobodies. Who is your writer and director?
Yeah, we knew that this movie was going to be a big deal. We knew that because a lot of people view this as the best American movie of all time, that there's going to be a lot of hands in this. It was a compelling story of a young African-American man who grows up with some privilege and loses out through the ignorance of America, and a great tale. So we actually compiled some directors to film it in a vignette based on how the interview series would go. Once you get into an interview, the direction would change and the writing would slightly change. So what we had 5 vignettes that are taking place in this thing. We're going to have the beginning and the end. So it's actually going to be bookended by the director, Ryan Coogler, having a nice feel to the movie, and then having, obviously, like I said, just composite bookends. We have the second scene is going to be the written memoirs, which they talk about Kane's childhood, et cetera, et cetera. We were going to have this directed by Quentin Tarantino because of the rise and the fall of the station, the influencing of the war, and the marriage to Ford's niece. We have the Leland, the Jedediah Leland part, which is about the talk show host, scandals, the firing of the friend. We actually were going to get Spike Lee to direct this because it is similar to a 70s period piece. And we like that style of 70s Philadelphia, high advertising marketing. Then we're going to have the bit with Susan at the end of her career and Kane's death. So we decided to have Catherine Bigelow as the dramatic, just that domestic dramatic part that she can bring to a movie. As far as writers go, we actually compiled 3 writers to write 3 people on the same thing, just to make sure it's a cohesive story and then visually told different. So because it is segmented, we had Charlie Kaufman writing a lot of the parts to keep the segmented part and feeling that very weird. We had one of the Coen brothers hopping in there to tell the vastness of the story and the growth of everything. And then just to make sure that we were telling a proper story and keeping things correct, we wanted Ta-Nehisi Coates in there just to make sure that things felt proper, because we didn't want a couple white dudes telling an African-American story. So making sure that Ta-Nehisi Coates and Ryan Coogler get to tell this story with the help of some of the best artists in Hollywood, we thought that'd be the best way to retell one of the greatest movies of all time.
We're going big in scope. This is supposed to be grand.
Yeah, this is a hard movie to do because people view it as the best movie. It is like the first movie to use a lot of revolutionary things. It is what a lot of our today people look at to make a movie. So to remake that movie that people look at to make their movie had to be enormous in scope, and we didn't really know how to condense it. So we thought this was the best way to do it, to tell the best story.
Yeah, you guys left me speechless. Dan, do you have any questions?
Nope.
All right, some Nobodies. I want to hear the cast of this expensive movie.
Is that me, Dylan, or is that you? You got that?
I can go into this. It's only going to get a little more expensive because this is going to be a self-indulgent, massive Hollywood production. Charles Foster Kane, as an adult, is played by Denzel Washington. Go for it. We're going to get Meryl Streep as his second wife, Susan, so she has the emotional weight of delivering the final moments of his life. Jedediah Leland, the talk show. I'm going out of order here. That's fine. Jedediah Leland, his friend from when he was at the TV network, is Leonardo DiCaprio playing his best, like, Carson-style impersonation. We've got when Kane is doing his political career and he's running against a white man. That white man is played by John Hamm, doing like full-on politician from the 70s, right up. Jerry Thompson, the interviewer, who is delivering the framework of the story and is kind of like the character we learn all this aside, with, is Winston Duke. We've got, the man who raises him, Walter Parks Thatcher, is played by Stanley Tucci, doing his best kind of, advertising, showbiz, behind the scenes guy. We've got, who else we've got? We've got Tim Blake Nelson working in the TV studio with him. We've got Lawrence Fishburne as Winston Duke's editor who sends him on this in the first place. We've got Regina King and Yahya Abdul-Mateen as Kane's parents when he was a child. We've got Mr. Bernstein, the business manager he works with, is played by Adam Sandler, doing a dramatic role
for Tarantino.
Yes. So we're going to finally get them working together after he wasn't in Inglourious Bastards. Let's see. We've got Florence Pugh as Charles's first wife. And I think I kind of hit on all the big names there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of bit parts. We've got Cher showing up as someone who works at his television studio. We've got Ian McShane showing up as someone who works at the newspaper. We've got Mahershala Ali showing up as someone who kind of mentored him when he was still getting his job done. But we really wanted to pull in, everybody we could get to make this seem like a legitimate production.
Yeah. That are real actors and not just actors that, people pay for their name. Except
awesome, fantastic. I didn't hear The Rock's name, but that's okay. I'll live without it.
No.
Nah. It's not a popcorn movie. We're going for the Oscars this year.
That's why we have Sandler in it. No, we're good.
All right, Scene Snobs.
All right, welcome. So for this cast we got something real special for you. We're going with Mel Gibson in the role of Detective Jerry Thompson, all right? Then we got Helena Bonham Carter. Who doesn't love her? She's great. She's going to be playing Susan Alexander Kane. Selma Hayek will be in there as the middle-aged Emily Ferreira Kane. Selena Gomez as the young Emily Ferreira, because we got to have Selena Gomez. She's big. Johnny Depp plays the middle-aged Charles Kane. So a bit of that, we're getting the big boys in there. And Frank Delane is a young Charles Kane because he's just money right now. He's big time. Eva Longoria is the middle-aged Julie Mendez, the one who winds up, popping our main guy there. Victoria Justice is young Julia Mendez. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is Juan Ferreira. And Stanley Tucci, because everybody's got to have a Stanley Tucci, as Kane's financial advisor and longtime friend.
You always got to have a little touch of the Tooch. You need a touch of the Tooch.
You got to. The guy's so big.
Okay, hold on. You went through there pretty quick. Who was playing Kane?
Oh, that would be Johnny Depp. Is going to be the first one. The main one that we'd go with. Frank Delane is the young one.
Yeah, all right.
Fantastic. I assume that's your question, Dan. I am just blown away by these movies so far. I want to see both of them. So, guys, get on that. All right. Scene Snobs, let's hear your marketing plans.
Jarrod, what you got there, buddy? Do we have the trailer to you? Jason?
No. Send it to me real quick. 3geeksj@gmail.com.
Hold on 1 second.
I'll go to some Nobodies with their marketing campaign.
Well, I mean, we didn't make a trailer.
I didn't know we were supposed to prepare things. Yeah. I can provide music.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Make one right now.
So for the marketing and advertising, what we thought to mimic how the original one came out, we were going to have a heavy podcast influence with a War of the Worlds style pre-marketing that hits on a lot of different podcasts and also some radio stations. But the big thing that we wanted to do, because we looked back at the advertising for Citizen Kane and what the thing about this was, and we don't want to show anybody what this movie's about. A lot of what Citizen Kane was about before was it was an explosion that was being made. It was all the behind the scenes stuff. So we wanted to make a big deal out of the fact that Citizen Kane was being remade. We wanted to have a lot of the names thrown at the screen, and we wanted to have like a behind the scenes style trailer. That way, a lot of the hype goes up without people even questioning what the story is about. There's no kind of fan thoughts. There's nothing really going on except it is being remade. It is being enhanced. It is being brought to today's avenue. So yeah, it was a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of making of, and how everyone's getting along and that kind of thing.
Fantastic. I am currently uploading this trailer for Team Scene Snobs. So just give me 1 quick second. Dan, did you get everything you needed from Nobodies?
Will there be action figures?
Why not?
Yeah.
But they're gonna be like those 18-inch deluxe action figures.
Yeah, Black Label. I mean, if you have Yahya Abdul-Mateen in a movie, you need to make a figure out of that body because it is a gorgeous body.
Okay. Seriously? Are you doing any kind of like cross promotion with anything else?
We're just cross promoting with little podcasters because what we find is podcasters are the big pushes of a lot of things, and we're going to do a new version of an Alien style War of the World story that gets marketed by the people that are writing the Citizen Kane. So it'll be a weird multimedia marketing, and the only trailers we're showing all movies are behind the scenes and just names involved. So there won't be, like I said, any kind of a telling or screen grabs.
All right.
Awesome.
Do we have the Scene Snobs trailer?
We wait. We pray.
No.
For the rain.
Boy, if any of you sell marijuana, please visit me during office hours. Bye. You're not gonna kill me, are you?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound? I mean, what a fuck up. You lost my husband?
We try.
This requires us to unlock the most fundamental secrets of the universe.
To believe. We can't believe in anything. Just a matter of time, I suppose. I don't wanna say goodbye.
No, if you love that trailer, who doesn't? ONG did all the work there. Yes, Dan.
Yeah, it said that my browser failed to play the video clip. So can somebody send that to me and we'll take a 5-minute break while I watch it on my phone or something?
Yeah, I'm going to do it right now.
This is the best.
All right, Dan, you've got that trailer. Go check it out real quick.
Okay. Give me 5 minutes and you guys have fun.
All right.
Cool.
Wow, it's a great movie,
man.
guys.
Damn.
Seriously.
Dude, I was so nervous coming into this one. I'm like, oh yeah, great. We go against Zack and Dylan. You freaking kidding me? We just gotta ham it up. Forget this. We just gotta go absurd because you guys are gonna smoke us. So.
I don't know. That trailer is pretty good.
You almost had me crying in that trailer. The song.
I know. I was halfway between what's this movie about? And also this is really cool that they did this.
Well, that's the thing. You keep it a mystery, right? That's
you gotta bring them in. You gotta bring them in. Figure out what it is that makes people tick.
No, that's an Oscar grab commercial right there. That is for your consideration. Good job.
And then you go see it, and it's goodness, what happened?
Yeah,
that's probably what's going to happen.
It's 46% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Exactly, bingo, hitting that strong middle line. Critics love it though.
95% critic score, so that's nice.
Yeah, Metacritic way up.
Oh man.
Yeah, good job, dude. That was a really good commercial.
That was good.
Bravo.
Yeah, it's one of those trailers that doesn't really show you anything, but you get emotionally invested because of the song, and you trick yourself into needing to go see it.
Yeah, but obviously the trailer can't be of anything because it doesn't exist. You guys did a very good job. Bravo. I'd probably give you the point for this round.
So funny thing is, the song is actually done by Trent Reznor.
Whoa, we gotta tell him that. Tell Dan that. You heard that, Jason. Trent Reznor got us negative points last time.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we did a Star Wars story with Comic Win. That got us a lot of negative points.
We did a superhero one with Cape Fear, so whatever.
It won.
It did. No, it did. Yeah.
It's fantastic. We need to get you on more podcasts, Rod.
Yeah, I got to get over like my camera shyness.
Like you're natural.
Oh, no, you're dude. You're a cutie patootie.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out
Been
of here.
saying it for a while now.
Plus, you have a great voice, dude. Like such a good voice.
Thank you very much.
Don't be so
actually
bashful.
do
You're
have-
fantastic, buddy. You know it.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, I actually do have a complex where I get very nervous on screen in camera. So I put on a lot more bravado when I do get on camera.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. It's called a character. It's cool.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Just do it. You're great.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Man, I had to teach myself to do this. I used to be socially awkward, like really socially awkward. Like
I still am.
Socially awkward.
Yeah, I had to put a hidden cam in Dylan's apartment for 3 months and then show him the extra tape and be like, "Look, you're funny, dude. Like it doesn't even matter." And now,
I've been following this for months. You put it on Spotify.
Yeah, I especially like the Watchmen part in that. It's nice.
Yeah,
gotta love the Jeffrey Dean Morgan touch.
Yeah.
Does Kane get kicked through his penthouse window?
Yeah.
What a better ending than getting shot, huh? We can talk about it with Aaron.
Awesome. Is that all your guys' marketing?
And then so it was the other ideas that we had here was what about a train going across the country filled with Funko Pops, huh? Because who doesn't love those Funko Pops, those little vinyl pop dolls? Everybody's digging them. You sell those all the way across. Tons of extra money.
You're going to have kids go up to a train and buying Funko Pops.
Bingo.
Is the train still moving?
Exactly. Well,
Nice.
that's the best part, is it can in some places.
Yeah.
Do they throw them out the train window?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the whole
you
thing.
have to run up to the train, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah, real
Well,
low
I mean,
profit
you
margin.
can run up to the
Because otherwise
train, and
they'll break.
they can hit you.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the hitting. That's what we don't want.
You know how much it costs to get a train moving? You can't stop it.
Yeah.
That's why, if we start in the coal areas, it'll be perfect. We just throw them right on. We split time with coal trains. It'll be great.
Yeah. West Virginia is known for their high dramas.
They love them highbrow, fancy art
I
house
don't know,
projects.
Yeah. Coal miner's daughter, like all the way.
It worked for Loretta Lynn.
Yeah, real Aaron Sorkin area right there.
Exactly. And that's marketing.
and that's marketing. Okay, hold on.
Dan, we going to soundtrack?
Well,
Are we going for fun?
yeah, let's do soundtrack.
All right, Snobs, soundtrack.
Gerard, what do we got?
As you heard in the trailer, we're going with Trent Reznor and Abbott. I've forgotten his last name. Crap bastards. Hold on.
You mean Atticus Ross?
Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor. That's it.
Nice. Good call.
Great choice.
Yeah.
That song did make me almost cry, so kudos. All right, some Nobodies. What's your soundtrack?
Yeah, once again, we had a nice team up here. We wanted to get both feels of everything. So we went with Spike Lee's normal composer, Terrence Blanchard, and we splashed in some Alan Silvestri just to make sure that it felt as grandiose as it needed to feel.
I like the perplexed look on Dan's face.
That's not perplexed.
No.
That's a happy look. All right. So, all right. Where the hell was I here?
You're on the back page of the second paragraph.
There's only like one way these pages go, and yet.
I can't wait to find out who's playing black, white, and red all over for the new belt.
All right, so some Nobodies. I like your pitch that you're playing it straight. It's a real drama. I like how detailed it is. That's very cool. But the murder mystery wins out on that one. Because who doesn't like a murder mystery when he's holding a rosebud? That's nice. So Scene Snobs get that one. As for writer-director, I like David Fincher. I like Aaron Sorkin. But you just can't beat 4 directors and 3 writers. Not of that caliber anyway. So that's some nobodies.
Yeah, very different.
As per cast, I really like them both. I have my doubts about Sandler, but it's a relatively small part. So I do like having Mel Gibson in a major film again, because I just can't wait to see him screw it up. But I can't take Johnny Depp as grown up Kane. So that goes to some nobodies. That's I already did that one.
Well, to be fair, Mel Gibson won't screw up the movie. He'll just screw up more of his career.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a plus. That's not what mine is.
Keep in mind, if we get the production company A24, Adam Sandler will do an award-winning job, because Uncut Gems is almost a masterpiece.
I hated it.
You can hate masterpieces.
My fingernails hated that movie.
Yes, I can.
That movie was intense.
Yeah.
Fair.
I have a problem with movies that I can't root for anybody.
Okay,
it's the same.
That's fair.
Same with Birdman. Everybody in that movie's an asshole.
You can root for Denzel Washington all day, every day.
Oh yeah, I guess. All right. So, that's why, because I had really big writing on that one.
See,
you can tell it's a work.
Second paragraph.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. All right. So the trailer was cool.
Trailer was very emotional.
Yes, it was very nice. I like the idea of a podcast viral marketing push with a War of the Worlds kind of thing. But I kind of prefer the cross country train of Funko Pops.
For who? It's a murder mystery. This is a murder mystery about somebody that does not exist. Who's gonna get this Funko Pop?
Well, I mean, but you're
people who are addicted to Funko Pop.
Nobody wants a Johnny Depp Funko Pop
now.
with a murder mystery.
You can. I guess you can target
Nick Fury
people's
has one
actions.
and so does Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
Well, could you get to sell 2 versions of it? One with the bullet hole, and one without.
There is probably not a figure I want less than Johnny Depp holding a dead rose.
Challenge accepted. I'm just going to keep sending some to you, Zach.
I'll take them.
Sorry, the only Citizen Kane Funko Pops we have left are the Johnny Depp ones. All the other characters are bought out.
Do you have any Henry Dean Morgan ones?
Nah, we're doing 2 for 1 on Johnny Depp, though.
Do you have any Trent Reznor soundtrack Funko Pops?
So that going, it's tied. Does anybody want to change anything with their soundtracks?
No, but a tie last time went to wardrobe, which we are prepared to hop onto.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a tie before we.
It's a tie currently.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's good to be ready.
We could have changed our answer last time. Oh, all right.
No. I'm giving it as an option because we were doing soundtrack for fun this time.
Yeah. No, we're good. We like ours.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're set.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the.
Don't do it.
All right, and with that, I got to go with Sylvester because I can't do Trent Reznor on every soundtrack.
Totally understand.
Well fought.
Congratulations. Great battle.
Good
Well
job,
done.
guys. Good job.
Well done.
Good job, gentlemen.
Bravo, John.
It's a sad one to see end because you guys did such a good job, both of you. All 4. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I do actually want to see both of these movies. Maybe not with Johnny Depp and not with Adam Sandler, but
when you guys talked about doing it as a murder mystery, I'm like, damn, they're gonna win the story on this one. That's too good of like a twist to the established story already.
Yeah, we went through one. We went through a long time with a Pirates theme, and just could not make that work at all. It was like, I don't know if we can do this, guys. Trent Reznor does not sound good with Pirates.
That's not good with Pirates.
I was wondering if you were going to go there because of what he said for Cape Fear.
We figured we'd break it out for the finals.
That was just Cape Fear. So
yeah, I know.
You know.
Just joking.
And honestly, you did a really good job with that one too. So I can't really bitch that it didn't have Pirates.
We also considered going biblical with it and making it like Cain, like the biblical Cain.
Abel's brother.
Wow.
We didn't want to make that into a thing that we just do across genre.
Yeah. And then we wrote a very serious one that did not come off funny or like fun at all. That was very serious. I was like, I don't want to talk about this.
It's a bit heavy.
Yeah, it was very heavy. Very heavy.
Just turned Citizen Kane into Red State.
But we kept the original ending of Red State and it made it all
together.
Nice.
Aliens.
I wanted to see that.
It's angels. Kind of the same.
Yeah. I meant illegal aliens.
Oh,
God.
Build the sky walls, guys. Build the sky walls.
St. Peter's there.
Yeah.
Zack, Dylan, where can everybody find you guys online?
Woo! Okay, well, the easiest one is Somebodies.com. That's where we have all of the weird stuff that we just keep dropping. You can find us talking a lot on our Tuesday show, which is right there, called Twitching Upstream, which goes live on Scene Snobs and our Twitch channel on Tuesdays at 5:30 Eastern. We also have a Sunday version called Talking Upstream, where we get movie creators and movie writers. We had the guys who created the movie The Faculty on there not too long ago. We had Tasha Banks on last week. It was a great episode. What did I say?
You said Tasha Banks. It's Tasha Hardy.
Oh, because I was writing down a lot of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, God. I got to cross it out. Anyway, yeah. Somebodies.com, whatever. We everything. Yeah, that. Banks.
Awesome. Scene Snobs. Where can everybody find you guys online?
You can find us at thescenesnobs.com. Pretty easy to find. On Tuesday nights, we do the Scene Snobs live podcast, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. So check us out. Jarrod is usually in on our BTB show. Jarrod, where can we find you, sir?
So I am on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and I'm posting like silly skits about me and my kids just having fun, talking about movies behind the scenes and the string theory of movies.
Nice.
All right.
Fantastic. I want to thank you guys all for joining us, and I cannot wait to see this finale. Black, white, red all over versus some nobodies. This is going to be amazing.
Good luck, some nobodies.
Good luck, guys.
Great job, guys. Great job, Scene
Good
Snobs.
work.
That trailer was great.
Yeah,
Good
that
job.
trailer was good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well done. Appreciate it, guys.
Justin will be back
do I
in the
get to announce
hosting
the
for
last
that
movie?
one. What's that?
When do I get to announce the last movie?
We will probably record that tomorrow. You can announce it in the chat now. I'm just saying for recording purposes. I would announce it in the chat now.
I'll wait till tomorrow.
I'm interested.
I'd like to at least know what it is.
Yeah, me too. Because I heard somebody say it's the pinnacle of films.
All right, let me close this out, and we'll talk in the post chat. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We will chat with you soon.
And that's our show, everybody. Thanks for listening. I am Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob. We always appreciate you guys tuning in and commenting along and everything else. Go check out this show or any of our other shows on thescenesnobs.com. Thescenesnobs.com. We love you. You guys are awesome. And if you would like, follow and subscribe to our social media. That really helps us go a long way. And please spread the word. Tell your friends. Have them come in. We love feedback and everything else. So everybody, you have a great day. Again, thanks for listening. Thescenesnobs.com. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.